There was once a god whom even the gods loved. Not feared, not respected, loved. His name was Baldur, son of Odin, son of Frigg, brother of Thor. And if you had stood on an ordinary morning in Asgard, you would have understood in a single heartbeat why every living thing turned toward him, the way flowers turn toward the sun. He was light itself, made flesh and blood. His hair caught the morning gold, his laughter filled the great hall until even the oldest gods forgot their wars, their wounds, their sorrows. Wherever Baldur walked, things grew. Flowers broke through the frost, birds landed without fear on his shoulders. Even Odin, the All-Father, the god who had seen everything, smiled differently when his son entered the room. But then, the dreams began. Dark dreams, violent dreams. Dreams of Baldur falling. Every night, he woke in cold sweat. Every night, the same vision, darkness swallowing the light. He told his mother, and Frigg, who loved her son with a fierceness that frightened even death itself, made a decision that would change everything. She would protect him. Not with armies, not with walls, not with weapons. She would ask the world itself to spare him. And so Frigg went out into all of creation. She spoke with fire, she spoke with water, she spoke with iron and stone, she spoke with sickness and poison. She spoke with every animal that walked or swam or flew, and one by one they gave her the same answer. We will never harm Baldur. Every single one. Almost. There was one small thing growing west of Valhalla. A sprig of mistletoe, soft and harmless, too young, Frigg thought, to ever swear an oath. So she passed it by. She did not ask. And in that single moment of mercy, of motherly judgment, the end of a god was already waiting. When Frigg returned to Asgard and told the others what she had done, the gods began to laugh. For the first time in years, they felt safe enough to play. They threw stones at Baldur. The stones turned aside. They swung swords at him. The blades refused to cut. They shot arrows, and the arrows fell at his feet like tired birds. Baldur stood in the center of it all, laughing, arms open, untouchable. It became a game, it became a celebration. The gods invented new ways to fail to harm him, and each failure brought a new burst of joy. But there was one who did not laugh. Loki. He watched from the edge of the hall, his face a mask of calm amusement. And inside that mask, something old and bitter and patient began to move. He slipped away from the celebration. He walked the long road to where Frigg sat alone. And he asked her, gently, casually, as if it did not matter at all. Was there nothing in the world that could harm her son? And Frigg, proud and tired and relieved, told him the truth. Only one thing, a small sprig of mistletoe, too young to swear, too soft to fear. Loki smiled, and the world, without knowing it, held its breath. Loki went out alone. He found the mistletoe, exactly where Frigg had left it, soft and green and innocent. He cut a single branch, he carved it into a slender shaft, sharp at one end, balanced like a dart. And he carried it back to the celebration. In the great hall, the gods were still laughing, the game had not stopped. Baldur stood in the middle, glowing, unshaken, the safest being in all the 9 worlds. And at the edge of the circle stood Hodra, Baldur's brother, blind from birth. He had never thrown anything. He had never joined a game. He stood quietly, listening to the joy he could not see. Loki came to him like an old friend. "Brother," he said softly, "why don't you honor Baldur the way the others do?" Hodra turned toward the voice. "I have nothing to throw," he said, "and I cannot see where to aim." Loki placed the shaft of mistletoe into the blind god's hand. "I will guide your arm," he whispered. And Hodra, trusting, proud to finally take part, threw. The hall went silent. Not a slow silence, not a fading silence. A silence that struck like a hammer all at once, absolute. Baldur looked down at the small green shaft in his chest, and his face, the brightest face in creation, went still. He fell without a sound. The light that had warmed Asgard since the beginning, went out. There are no words for what happened next. The gods who had laughed wept, the walls of Valhalla trembled, Frigg fell to her knees, and the sound that left her was older than language. Even Odin, the All-Father who had seen the fall of giants and the birth of stars, stood frozen, because he understood what the others did not. This was not just a death. This was the first crack in the ceiling of the world. They built a great ship for Baldur. They laid him on a bed of furs, they lit the pyre and pushed the ship out to sea. And every god, every elf, every spirit of every world watched the light of Baldur drift into the dark water and disappear. From that night on, the gods knew. The age of laughter was ending. The long winter was beginning. And somewhere, in the cold beneath the world, Loki was already running. This is how the Norse remembered the death of light. Not as an accident, not as fate, but as the moment when even the safest love could not hold against the smallest cruelty. Remember Baldur, when you next see the morning sun break across cold ground. Remember that he was loved by everything that lived. And remember that even so, the world let him fall. But the old stories say that after Ragnarok, when the new world rises from the ashes of the old, Baldur will return. The light will come back. The light always comes back.